Yeah, man, it's your boy D, man. Host Put You On Game right here, man. We at the Red Lip Entertainment, hosted by Darren Reed, man. Interviewing artists, publicists, everybody. Y'all stay tuned. It's going down, man. ATL Media Kickback. Your boy. How you doing? How you doing, man? We back with another episode of Put You On Game. As you know, I'm at the ATL Media Kickback, man. Put You On Game. And I got, man, I don't need introduction. Nothing need to be needed. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
How you doing? First of all, my name is Kamara, and I'm so excited. I love this backdrop. That graphic that y'all got, Put You On Game podcast.
Yes.
You speaking my language. So tell me, what we got going on here today?
Man, tell me about yourself, man. Tell me about yourself. So we were talking earlier. You said you're a journalist. So how did you get into becoming a journalist?
So, long story short, I started off in high school, so I did a technical program, and then when I went to college, it was all things media.
Okay.
So I was blessed to do an internship through the Emma Bowen Foundation, and from there, that just like accelerated my career.
Okay. So what you love about media the most? Like, what you love about, what's some of the challenges you have faced in journalism?
Well, one of the things that I love the most about media is that, like, right now, we can tell our own story. So we don't have to go to a big outlet. We can press one button and go viral. One thing that I think that I hate least, we talk about like social media, is the algorithm. Because I'm like, dang, before all this stuff came out, we were able to get a lot of views. But now it's so much, you go do 10, 11 things. It's like, dang.
Right, that is true. It's crazy how you said it, because I always tell people, like, I'm trying to build my own team. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be like the Breakfast Club or Drink Champs or Millionaires Worth the Game. I'm like, we can create our own platform. We don't have to fight for a seat. We can build our own table.
Right.
So I think that's very important. I'm glad you say that, man. So what's your daily inspiration? What's your daily motivation? What keeps you going?
Daily inspiration is, number one, I always look at the people like behind me. So I look at the youth. If they want to do something like this, do it. I love creative people. So I'm always thinking about, well, what if there's somebody like me in college, a black girl who wants to pursue media? What could they follow? What groups could they join? So that's what I'm looking into.
Oh, okay. And what kind of advice can you give to other journalists out there that's trying to become like you, especially young women?
I would definitely say be true to yourself. With my faith, keep God first, because that's something that kept me.
Speak it.
And then another thing is, like, you have to know your craft. You just can't be a pretty face. You're gonna have to learn. You have to write. You're gonna have to get some hard work in.
Absolutely.
So you'll be fine.
I always tell people, man, be a student of the game. You have to be a student of the game, whatever you do, man. Repetition is the father of learning. So when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as somebody who helped as many people as possible. That can just be through people not physically meeting me, but they see me online and whatever I create to help them. Or it can be, like something they attended. But how many people I helped, I think that's what I went over.
I like that. So I got this game with you, reply. Usually, I don't have my little shot glasses in here with me, man. But we're gonna make it do what it do, though.
Okay.
I gotta ask you a question.
All right.
Multiple choice.
Okay.
Which Bow Wow song came out first? Was it A, Let Me Hold You, B, Like You?
Hey, let me hold you.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that. You got that right. You got that right. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more. Okay. Is it? Who wrote the song Umbrella by Rihanna? A, The Dream, B, Neo.
Neo.
That's wrong.
That's all right. Shout out to her though. Shout out to both of y'all. All three of y'all. Just shout out. Good tango.
Hey, I gotta do the famous laugh, man. Hey, man, it's definitely been a pleasure having you on here, man. I gotta get you on here again so we can do a full interview. Hey, stay tuned, man. Got more interviews on the way.
Thank you.
It's all right, man. We back with it, man. I have an artist with me just performing from San Diego, man. Talk to us about your experience out there in San Diego.
Yeah. Well, my name is Tajan, and I'm a recording artist based in Atlanta, Georgia. And I did have the opportunity to perform at San Diego Pride 2 weekends ago.
That's great.
Which was just like mind blowing for sure, and very, very blessed for the opportunity for sure.
Okay, so when did your love for music first start?
I feel like when I came out my mommy, my love for music started. I mean, I was singing with my mom around the house, harmonizing with her at like 2 or 3 years old. So from then it went to church choir where we all get our start, you know, the school choir and then college and, you know, yeah, just always had that itch to make music for sure.
I like that. So who's some of your early on inspirations for you?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious. Yeah, Michael Jackson's my number one.
Okay.
Aaliyah.
Okay.
Brandy.
Okay.
Janet Jackson.
Okay. So you really a student of the game. You name legends.
I'm a student. I don't listen to this new stuff. I don't.
So let me ask you another question. Do you like performing the record or making the record more?
That's a really hard question. I think that I like them both in different ways.
Okay.
When you are making a record, it's an intimate moment between you and the music.
Right.
And you get a chance to create something by yourself with no outside factors saying, oh, this isn't good or this doesn't sound right, or it's a really beautiful sacred moment when you're creating the music because it's all like just you. But I also love sharing that with other people, you know, like getting off the stage at San Diego Pride was just so exhilarating, and being able to share what I worked on over the last 3 years with my album Phantom Fire with the world, and it was, I think I like both of them in different ways.
Okay, because that's another question, because a lot of people, I always say, you know, there's this, you know, even with performing records, right? How do you know which songs to perform? Because you know certain songs, it sound good, you know it sound good in the car, you like it, and you got certain songs that hit different when you perform it, you know what I'm saying? With your favorite artist. So how do you know like which records that's gonna get the crowd like lit, like really rocking with you?
I feel like you never really know until you start exposing the song to people. And when I first came out with my album Phantom Fire, I did a little test run of it for like maybe 10, 15 friends and said, hey, which songs really resonate with you? Which songs make you want to dance? Which songs make you tear up and cry? Which ones should be the singles? And so when I got a lot of people that really loved Boom and Kiss Your Boy and Phantom Fire, the up-tempo stuff. And they also, you know, really like the raw emotional stuff like Here's to You and Linger. And so those are the ones that really resonated. So I knew that those were the ones that had to be in my set list for San Diego Pride, you know, because I knew that was going to really get the crowd's attention and make them want to stick around.
Right. So what's your daily motivation, daily inspiration? What keeps you going, man?
I think my why is the promise I kept to the 12-year-old version of me when I was watching like Michael Jackson on stage, because he and I have the same birthday.
Oh, okay.
So on my birthday day, we playing Michael Jackson concerts. And so, you know, seeing that, I just try to hold on to that feeling of being so inspired at 12, 13 years old and being like, that's what I want to do. Like, that feeling that I feel like the flame was lit in that moment. And so on hard days where I feel like I don't know if I can do this anymore, I really try to think like, what is your why? Why are you doing this? And it's to keep my promise to that 12-year-old version of myself.
You know, it's crazy how you said it, because I always say that too. Like, even when I'm going through stuff, I have guests show up late, you know, show anytime they want to. You know, I just been through a lot, man. I would tell, remember your why. Like, whenever you get down, I'm glad you said that, man. Remember your why, remember your purpose. So, man, when it's all said and done, though, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered at the end of the day for being a light to people, through my music, through my advocacy of youth and of women and of LGBTQ people. I want to be known for my faithfulness to God. I want to be known just as an overall good person that had integrity and never faltered on his standards of the principle of being a good human being.
Absolutely, I like that. So give me a top 5 favorite artists right now. Right now, what do you think?
Right now, in this
generation.
Okay. Don Rashard.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people sleep on Don Rashard. She's that girl.
Right.
Victoria Monet.
Okay.
Normani.
Okay. It's your list. It's your list.
5?
Yeah. Name 3. So you got 2 more.
Okay. This is the new class, right? So this is really hard. I will say Jordan Fisher.
Okay.
And I'm really trying to think because I don't really listen to the new kids that much. But
I can tell when you start naming all those legends. I said
I'm
Michael
like,
Jackson, Brandy.
one more. I'm really trying to be like intentional.
Okay.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones. So let me ask you, do you think she deserved that award, the best new artist?
Of course.
You think she? See, it was
What?
I think who was on that category? I think it was Ice Spice. Who else was in there? Who else was in there? Was it Glorilla?
And no, you know,
Who was in
no
there?
shade to Ice Spice, but
Was it Glorilla in there? It was somebody else that I felt like.
and the reason why I
had a
say
few
pass
records.
on all the other people is because Coco Jones has been in the industry since she was like 16 years old. She came out on Disney Channel.
I heard somebody say that. Yeah.
So she did the Disney Channel original movie Let It Shine, which was a real big crowd
Yeah, I
favorite
remember that movie because my
amongst
cousin
African American kids, and she really exposed her voice on that movie.
Right.
But also she released music projects after that. So and also on top of that, see, you talking to a real Coco Jones.
I'm
Since
listening
the
to
time, you know, she fell off
Right.
in supposedly fell off. She was still releasing content. She was still releasing music independently. She never wavered. She never faltered. So a lot of people look at people's overnight success, but they don't realize that overnight success took 15, 20 years. She really has put in the work to be where she is today.
Right.
And it also has the talent to back up the position.
Absolutely.
And we don't see a lot of that in today's artistry.
Speaking, man.
So
speaking.
for me, it's like, yes, she deserves BET's Best New Artist. She has put in the work for that.
Okay, okay, man. Man, it's definitely been a pleasure having you on this podcast. I really got to get you on, man. We got to do a few.
Yes.
I need a whole hour.
We gotta do
You know
a whole
what I'm saying?
hour.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I want to keep going. Like you said, always keep your integrity and dignity. I think we lose sight of that. You know, this industry is so money driven now.
So money driven.
So money driven. People sell their souls, and that's why I got, you know, little quotes, my favorite quotes on the back of my shirts, man, because it's important to stand up for what you believe in, have morals and principles. So for you to say that, man, I love what you stand for. I love what you value. Thank you so much for giving some of your time, and I see you along around the party.
Yes,
Y'all stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. I'll put you. How you doing? How you doing, man? We back with another episode, man. I got that boy J Mill with me, another music artist, man.
Yes.
Let's go, man. Tell them about yourself, man. Where you from?
Yeah, so this is J Mill, based in Atlanta.
Okay.
From Atlanta, from Decatur, where it's greater.
Hey, you just saying?
sir.
East side. Okay,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You got new music out, man?
Absolutely. So my most recent single is Homebody.
Okay.
It's out right now on all digital platforms, but definitely look me up. I have a whole catalog of music. I have my EP, which is called Now or Never, has 7 songs on that. Got 2 Christmas singles.
Okay.
And a slew of other singles after that. So yeah, Homebody, check it out.
Okay, then. What's your favorite song from that track list?
Well, right now my most recent single is Homebody, so
Okay,
that's
Homebody.
what I'm really.
Don't you rap with that homebody?
I love all of my music.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what people really like the most is my first single. It's called Friend Zone.
Okay,
Because you know
Friend
how
Zone.
you be, you know, you really getting into someone, you know, and then they put you in that friend zone.
Yeah.
I done been put in the friend zone so many times. So
What
you know,
you
this-
telling? What
Yeah,
you
so-
telling?
So that song is so relatable for females, for males. It's just like everybody has been put in the friend zone, or you done put somebody in
The friend zone.
And so,
Yeah, what you saying? Yeah, we all done been there, man. We all done.
Yeah.
So when did your love for music first start?
You know what? I think it started at a young age, probably around 4, I would say. I started doing music really, really young, just singing around the house, listening to music. Then when I got in high school, I joined like the choir, the gospel choir, started doing stuff like that. And college is really where I was like, you know what, this is something I really want to do. So I got to really focus my attention on that, and that's what I did. Got out of college, started recording my music. I started out with covers, you know, doing covers and putting those out. And then I said, you know what, I need to put some stuff out that's original, that's J Mill, that's gonna be signature for me. And so that's what I did, you know what I'm saying? And so I've kind of been on this journey. You know, it's a constant grind. I'm an independent artist.
I like that.
So you got the, you know, I'm the manager, I'm everything, you know, I'm the executive producer, everything. So you got to you got to really invest in yourself as
Absolutely,
an artist. You know, as a independent artist, you got to have that business mindset. It can't all be about being the creative as the artist. You got to think business, like how do I sell myself as a product?
Yeah,
so that's
marketing.
so that's what I've had to learn to do. And it's been a journey, you know. So yeah.
So what's one thing you know now you wish you knew when you first started doing music?
That's a good question. I think I would have really focused on learning the business side. You know, I was so focused on the creative side at first and not learning the business. And then when I realized it's called the music business for a reason.
Absolutely.
It's a business. So everybody thinks that they can sing. Everybody thinks that they can act. But how do you set yourself aside as an artist, as a product that's being marketed and sold to people? And so that's what you have to look at it as. It's not just about getting up, singing, and doing what you want to do. You have to think about, what do the people want to hear? How can you put that out to them to where they can relate to it, to where they want to buy into it?
So who were some of the people that inspired you early on?
Music wise, Music Soul Child.
Okay. I ain't heard him. I heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, I was a big Music Soul Child person. Definitely Usher. I think he's the ultimate performer. Usher.
Do not bring your girl around Usher. Do not. He's taking everybody girls. Hey, do not do that. I'm telling you, I'm warning you now.
But business wise, I would say P. Diddy has been a huge, like, I think just the way that he approaches business, being a mogul, you know what I'm saying? Not just the music, but expanding in all areas of entertainment.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I would say those just right off hand.
Okay, I remember Diddy said, we want it. He said, I gotta have it. I want it more than anybody. Ain't that a meme or something he had? It was something I seen on Instagram where he said he threw the phone and everything.
Yeah, that's like I do remember.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I gotta have it. Man, so when it's all said and done, man, how you want to be remembered?
Man, for making great music that people could relate to, that people could jam with, not just today, but have longevity, that is something that you could play later on, like in another generation, and it's still relatable. Just like your Whitney Houston, you can still play Whitney Houston right now. It's still gonna rock.
Timeless
music.
You know
what I'm saying? Timeless music, you know? So I want it to be something like that, something to where people will say, oh, who was that? Like, he was really rocking it even in 2023, you know, so when time goes on and then they have to look back at 2023, I want them to say, yeah, I'm still rocking with their friends on. He
that nigga. So man, if you can go back in time, man, what's one thing you would tell your past self?
One thing I would tell my past self is not to take things so serious. You know, like have fun. Like you got to be invested in what you're doing, but you gotta have fun. You can't take everything so serious. And I think sometimes, even in the music industry, we get, you know, it's very critical. You know, people are very critical of you, and so sometimes you take that feedback sometimes and it pushes people away, but use that feedback to grow as an artist, you know, to be better. Because I've been told a whole lot of no's, you know, and a whole lot of things that have made me like, hey, maybe I just need to leave this alone, you know what I'm saying? But it's in me, you know, and something that's in you got to come out, especially if it's a passion of yours. And so I'm passionate about this music, I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and so I think that's what I would tell myself. Like, you're gonna go through those valleys where it's gonna feel like, why am I doing this? But ultimately, you can overcome this and take this as a learning experience.
I like that, man. I like that. And it's important when you say criticism. I think now we live in a time where people say if you got critique it or you hating, you know, it's always you hating on me. It's like, bro, there's such thing as constructive criticism, man. Sometimes somebody telling you something is for your own good, but be careful what you listen to too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be careful what you listen to, because it could. I remember T-Pain had said something. They told him to start using auto-tune or something like that. Scott Storch told him to start don't do that.
That's his signature.
That's his signature though. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Good thing he didn't listen.
Exactly.
We want to have these hit records, man. So who your top 5 favorite artists?
Well, like I told you, Usher definitely. Dog, why you had to ask me that? Let me see. I would still go back to Music Soul Child.
Okay.
Tank, definitely.
Tank.
I mean, I think Tank is so
Underrated.
Yeah. Brandy.
That's my yes said Brandy. Shout out Brandy, man. We got some real Brandy fans here.
Real Brandy fans,
Yeah, somebody else shout out Brandy. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I talked about Whitney. I think
Whitney.
she's left a mark on music forever. And then like your Luther Vandross and Stevie Wonder, you can't forget about people like that. They are the ones who really made me say I want to do music. So I would have to definitely say I can't forget about the generation before that really set the tone for what I want to do.
I like that, man. So what's your
I don't know if that was that 5. I don't know if that was 5.
I think you said Whitney Houston, Usher, Music Soul Child,
Whitney Houston,
Brandy.
Tank, and Brandy.
Yeah, so you said 5.
Yeah, okay.
So what's your daily inspiration, daily motivation, man? What keeps you going?
My daily inspiration, I would say, just because I know that I want to make an impact in music, that's my daily inspiration. So it's like, how do you plan on impacting the world today with what you're doing? Like, even if it's going to the studio, even if it's writing a song, how is this, what you're doing today, going to impact the world? So I'm trying to make sure everything I do is intentional. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Man, I'm asking 2 questions, man. Let's see, can you get this right? I give you multiple choice questions. You know, I keep it on Black History.
We ain't playing no game.
You playing a little game. We're going to end this out with a little game. And another person I had on here, she got 1 right, 1 wrong. So let's see, can you get both of them right? Let's see what you know. Let's see what you know.
I ain't got no time limit to do it.
Hey, should I give him a time limit?
No
time limit. Okay, I give you a
just
time
let me
limit.
think about it.
Okay, who has played in more movies? A, The Rock, B, Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith.
What's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That's wrong.
I got it wrong too.
Okay.
I said Will Smith as well.
Yeah.
No, I think I asked
Hold
you.
on,
It was a
did you-
different. I think yours was Forrest Whitaker. It was
Did
something
you
with
Google
Forrest
these
Whitaker.
answers? Let me see.
Yes,
What's the-
I googled these
what's the
answers.
numbers?
We gonna fact check when we
Fact
get off
check,
of here.
please fact
But
check.
hey, he got the first one wrong.
Who got the biggest check then? Let's do that.
Hey, now, it was a point in time though where The Rock was like the highest paid actor. Though. I
Will
seen
Smith
that.
was too,
Yeah,
though.
I seen that. Yeah, it was
I
one
think
point
Will
in time
Smith
though.
was too.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Especially doing that Men in Black.
Men in Black, yeah, he was too. Yeah, he was
the
too.
biggest paid, highest paid actor at the time, I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
So 1 down. Okay.
1 down. Who has won more music awards? A, Usher, B, Chris Brown.
That'll be Usher.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay, you got that right. okay, he got one on right. I give him that. He got one on
Usher,
right.
we wouldn't even know about Chris Brown.
Yes, man. It's all.
He definitely.
Who you think will win the verse between them two, man?
I'm going for Usher.
You going for Usher, man? See, with them, I would say Usher too, but it's also generational too. You see what I'm saying? It's about who you grew up listening to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Usher is that dude, but Chris Brown, longevity. You know, Chris Brown
Usher
been
got more
doing
timeless
it.
music though.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah,
He
I
do.
think if you
He
think
do.
about
He
like
do.
Chris Brown, music is great.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But if you listen, like you can go that My Way album, stuff like that. You
Yeah,
can go listen
Confessions,
to that from start to the end
Mm-hmm.
and have a whole. I mean, that's what music was at that time. You could listen to the whole album and
No
it was
skips.
telling you a story. Like that's not even what they do now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just about what's hot now. You know?
Oh yes,
And
yes.
So yeah, Usher.
That's why I tell people how soon people forget. You know what I'm saying? People forget about what happened back then, all the greats back then. Who would you like to see in the version though? Your dream matchup. Who would you like to see?
Dream matchup in the version. Now you told me that other question was the last one.
Nah, dream matchup. Nah, it's just who would you want to see go at it? Like just in general.
Shoot, I don't know. I don't know. I can't even think of anybody. A dream matchup.
Dream matchup.
Dream matchup. Okay, let's do R. Kelly.
Okay. Ooh, we brought a R. Kelly name. Ooh.
You about to get
Hey, you
canceled.
about to
You about to
cancel
cancel
us.
us.
They about to cancel us, man. They gonna turn this interview right on off.
How about R. Kelly and Usher?
Mmm.
You don't think so?
But see,
I think and the reason I say that because they argue. The argument is always about who is the R&B king.
yep.
And people say Usher, people say R. Kelly.
Yeah, R. Kelly. Yeah.
And so I think I would like to see that, like who has more hits that people would like to go by. I mean, R. Kelly, no matter what he's done, you can't take away his talent.
You can't.
He's so talented.
Yep.
He has written hits for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, so if you look past that, past the human part of him and what he is as an artist, I mean, I think you can really say he's made a staple in the music industry. Everyone will know that, no matter what generation they come from, I think they're gonna know R. Kelly no matter what.
Okay. Hey, don't cancel me. I ain't say nothing about it.
I'm
But
sorry.
he's right. R. Kelly is talented though. He definitely is talented though, man. You can't take away his talent.
And
So
I didn't tell him
agree
to
with
ask
that.
me that. See, he was supposed to start with other questions. So just cut out that last question.
Man, thank you, man. It's definitely been a pleasure having you on this podcast, man. We here the ATL Media Kickback, hosted by Danielle Reed.
Absolutely.
We got to give her love. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, yes.
And man, I got to have you on a real episode. We got to get together, man, change numbers, and get together for another full episode. I need you on a full episode.
Absolutely. Let me
do it.
leave y'all with my contact information.
Okay,
so
go ahead,
definitely on
social media.
Instagram, I'm at JMeal Music. That's JMeelMusic. That's on Instagram, Twitter. You can find me on Facebook at that. Definitely go to my website, which is jmealmusic.com.
Right.
You can find my music on all digital platforms. If you on Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, wherever you look or listen, I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
YouTube, go check out my videos. So you gotta support independent artists. I'm out here, I'm grinding.
Yep.
I need y'all to support that, okay?
Support that.
this podcast.
Yes.
We out here trying to do our thing, and so definitely make sure you listening on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Upcoming entrepreneurs, man. We in this
Absolutely.
thing, man. We checking out this. Like I said, man, thank you again. Thank you to
you.
Danielle Reed. We out this thing, man, for
All
sure.
right.